My next guest has the best name in MMA, in my opinion. He's going to be taking on Chase Sherman at UFC Vegas 24 on April 17th. It's Parker Porter back here on the program. Parker, how's it going, man?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Doing well, minus that intro. I flubbed a little bit off the top, but outside of that, happy to be talking to you, man. Really big fight here against Chase Sherman. Right amount of time off in between fights, or are we looking to get in there a little bit sooner?
I think it was like just what I needed. I had a little bit of stuff going on at home that I was trying to get squared away, but and a couple of things I wanted to improve on performance-wise. So it ended up being perfect. Maybe a little bit sooner would have been better, but this is, we're getting in there as quick as we can. So
good stuff. When did you find out about this fight? Did you get plenty of notice?
Yeah, I got. When did I find out? It was probably about 10 weeks ago. Yeah,
oh, nice.
So about
more
two
than
months
enough
ago
time.
we found out. Yeah. So right around just after the New Year, we found out.
It's Chase Sherman. This is, I think, his third stint in the UFC. He looked great in his last fight. His return to the UFC looked like a much different fighter. How do you feel like you match up against him here? Because I think that last fight gave us a good idea of where he's at now in his career.
I like this matchup for both of us. I think it makes for an exciting fight. He's a really good striker. He's quick. He's explosive and athletic. I like to stand and bang too, but I'm also comfortable on the ground. So, anything could happen at this point. And then, of course, being heavyweights, fight could be over with a single punch. It's all it takes is just that one shot you don't see coming. So I'm excited to get after it and put on another good show for the fans.
Anything different for this camp, or is it business as usual? I mean, you're coming off a win, so if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right?
More or less, yeah. I had a couple of things that, like I said, I wanted to get a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker. The usual stuff that everybody's always looking at improving their performance. But other than that, yeah, same old, just grinding away.
Who are some of the bodies you're working with for this camp?
I got my wrestling coach, Kia Galampour, my go-to longtime training partner, Dan Friesick, and of course my striking coach, Ed Thornton. As well as a couple other extra guys that I've been training with. Another wrestling coach and friend of mine, Chris Samboy, getting in there with the Viana brothers. They've been longtime friends of mine now, and they're good friends with Glover Teixeira. They help him with his camp sometimes, so they're helping me out with doing some grappling and stuff like that. And it's just usually the usual suspects.
Have you ever got to train with Glover?
Yeah. Glover and I trained together. Probably about 5 years ago, I was working with him, and then unfortunately, the way my life was going, I moved a little farther away, and the drive just became too much. It's a little over an hour if the traffic's on a good side. So to try and get down there regularly and commit to that was just it was too much of a drive. But I'm hoping that when he comes back to Connecticut, we can get a chance to start linking up again, maybe once a week or every other week kind of thing.
What was it like training with him back then? I know it was 5 years ago, but it's pretty cool to see the run he's gone on. A lot of people are like, this guy's done, and now he's probably fighting for the title next year. He should be.
He's amazing, man. It's incredible to get in there and train with him. He's all business when it comes to training, and then outside of training, he's just such a regular, fun guy. I got nothing but great stuff to say about him, and I'm super happy and proud to see him getting another shot at this title run. He's put so much work into this, and he out of anybody I've ever met, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, I think the MMA community's with you on that one. How about I know you don't cut much weight, but how is the sort of the diet going heading into the fight? I know you got to eat a little bit clean just because, it's MMA. You got to perform at your best.
Of course. Yeah, you got to perform. No, I'm right on point. I'm right where I should be for this fight. So I got another 3 pounds to lose for this fight. And I'll be right on the 265 mark. But other than that, just
good to go.
Same old. Yeah.
Okay. What are you missing right now during camp that you can't eat?
Chinese food.
Okay.
I love Chinese food, and just generally bad stuff, like a lot of fried food and stuff like that. It's been a lot more chicken and rice and steak and salmon and veggies and stuff like that. So I mean, I guess it's not really much that I miss, but there's no, I'm not going to an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet right now.
After the fight, though, probably hitting the buffet. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Did they get now? What's the look on their faces when a heavyweight like you comes in and says, "I want to, eat a buffet dinner"? Did they get a little nervous?
There's a little bit of beads of sweat start pouring, rippling off the forehead a little bit.
It's like a scene out of a horror movie. They're kind of just like, they don't know what to expect. So there you go. Yeah, exactly. No, that's a good sound effect. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
It's going to be same guys as last time. Kia Galampur, Dan Frajic, and Ed Thornton.
It's heavyweight MMA. We're probably going to see a knockout, I would assume, in this fight, but how do you envision the fight playing out?
Like you said, man, like I could see us coming out, touch gloves and you start getting after it, and then somebody gets caught and probably going to get finished on the ground, if not, like a walk-off knockout type situation.
Wouldn't that be cool? That's always nice, like Mark Hunt style, right?
That would be beautiful.
The time of recording this, we said Francis Ngannou knockout Stipe Miocic in the second round. What did you think of that performance? I was, I picked Francis to win the rematch, but I didn't expect it to be that dominant. What was your impression as a fellow heavyweight?
That was terrifying. That man is scary. He's got incredible power, and he's done nothing but get better since he started doing what he does. I had Stipe picked to win that fight, just because Stipe's been such a dominant fighter. He's got such a great resume, and he's just an all-around great guy. And I was obviously nervous that, all it takes is one shot from Ngannou and the fight's over. But I didn't see it coming the way that it did. I thought it would be a little bit more of a back and forth if Stipe lost, and I thought maybe it would go more into the later rounds. But Francis came out, and really, I think he really just surprised a lot of people with his performance.
And as far as your fight goes, I imagine you want to get back in there pretty soon, depending on how all goes in this matchup. Keep pretty active this year. I know a lot of fighters want to hit 3 fights during the year. Is that kind of you're the same way?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Okay, that's good.
I'd like to get right after it right away.
Downtime, what's that looking like? I know obviously you're spending time with the kids, but are you watching any Netflix, anything like that as far as downtime?
No, not really doing any Netflix. I'm just training my butt off. I'm working. I got some home improvement stuff I'm working on.
What are you working on? I'm curious. I have some stuff to do as well. So,
well, we're doing a kind of an emergency bathroom renovation. The bathroom started leaking and started to kind of just. We didn't really know it was as bad as it was, and all of a sudden the ceiling itself started leaking. So
Ooh.
I've got the first floor bathroom ripped apart right now, and we're working on that.
Are you doing it yourself, or do you hire someone?
I'm doing most of it myself.
Oh.
I've got a little bit of a background in general contracting, working with my uncle, so I'm pretty handy when it comes to that stuff. And obviously, it's cheaper to do it yourself than it is to hire somebody if you know what you're doing.
Do you feel
if
a bit like?
If you don't know what you're doing, it could cost even more.
Oh, I was going to say, do you feel a bit like Tim Taylor from Home Improvement? You got the belt on and everything?
No. I've definitely got my shit together a little better than he does.
Okay, that's good. I like the honesty. It's going to be a great fight. It's UFC Vegas 24 coming up here on April 17th. Parker, always appreciate the time, man. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I'm a Parker Porter MMA on Instagram as well as on Facebook, and that's about it. I got to shout out my team as always: Kia Galampur, as I mentioned before, Dan Frazic, and Ed Thornton, and also want to give a shout out to Chris Samboy, Rafael Viana, Guilherme Viana, and my boy Moreno. I appreciate all you guys helping me and pushing me during these past couple of weeks, really stepping my game up and giving me the work that I need.